Hey YouTube, JC here. Just wanted to do a video on TRM's new 3D printed new texture scales. I'll have to relook at the website, but last time I looked, it just said new texture for 3D printed scales. I just want to show you real quick. These are what the old ones look like. So that's the old 3D printed. As you can see here, they're maybe a little bit thicker on the top line. They're more contoured. I will say that they're more contoured. They're definitely more grippy. They're a lot more grippy. So if you don't like the original, and here we go, here's one in titanium as well. I got the scale here so we can see just how much scale material they've taken off compared to that. Try to get these on view here. But the original titanium, and this is the new contour. So I will say this up front, TRM did send me these scales. Pretty cool of them, actually. If I had to pick one, they actually reached out to me. They reached out to me and they said, "Hey, have you tried the new shadow yet?" And I was like, "Yes, I have." I mean, I could have lied and said no, and then just got one, another one, but it's no point in that. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. I do have two of them, so. But I did want to try these out because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, I already have the regular titaniums. Do I really need these? Come to find out, yes, I do. Yes, I do. They're actually really, really cool. I do like them, and I'll explain why here in a second, but I just wanted to clear that up real quick that they did send me these. So, like I said, pretty cool of them, I think, though, and I would like some more stuff, actually. If they want to send me, I'll be happy to review it. But let's go over this real quick. I just want to show you real quick the difference between the new and the old. So let's go over, this is the Atom, by the way. So this is the Atom, and like I said, this is the old, and these are the original scales, by the way, the original G10 scales. This is what I had on this knife the other day, and I just took them off of there. But you can see they're not contoured. They do have a little beveling on the edges, but their G10, I mean, it's top shelf. I mean, I've really always liked their G10. So honestly, I have no problem with their regular G10 scales. I have them in a bunch of different colors. You save a lot of money getting them that way anyways, but I've always liked their G10 anyways. So the 3D contoured, to be perfectly honest with you, as far as my hand size, you know, this just fills my hand up a lot better, the Atom does. So I like the 3D scales better in the Atom than I do the Neutron. I feel like the 3D ones, and this is my hand, my wife likes them better. She has smaller hands, but I like the Atom better as far as the 3D scales. But let's go ahead and do this versus the new ones. So the old one, let's go here with ounces. All right, so we got 3.1 ounces, 3.124 to be exact. And then we got, on the new ones, 2.88. So they took off a bit of material on this. All right, now let's go ahead with the Neutron. So the Neutron, the titanium scales obviously make it a little bit heavier because this is a smaller knife. So 3.24 with the older titanium scales, or original. 3.13. So it's not that much difference. It's a little bit lighter, you can tell, so they took out a little bit of material. But I was afraid that they were going to be a lot thinner, to be honest with you, on these, and they're really not. If you were wondering about that, they're really not. They just seem to have, you know, the top lines feel about the same, but they just have way more grip to them up and down. Sideways, it's not that bit of a difference because honestly, these have contours on them, and these are pretty grippy to start with. To be honest with you, for a scale that looks that smooth, they actually have a lot more grip than you would think they do. So these just, I mean, it's just something about, I got to break this in, it's a brand new knife. But this, I don't know, it's just something about the material. Like I said, side to side, up and down, especially if you're working, you know, obviously for a living, and working for a living, that's a song. But, you know, to me, I'm a mechanic, so I'm a fleet mechanic. So my hands get sweaty, my hands have stuff on them, oil on them sometimes. So they just have a lot of grip to them. I mean, compared to these, honestly, I don't have a problem with these. I really don't. But these just, it's something about the new scale material. And to be honest with you, I like them so much, I'm probably going to go ahead and get them for my Atom now, because I have an Atom in the standard titanium, or the original one they made. And it's, you know, it's hard to really tell sometimes, especially in the photos and the pictures, videos. You really can't tell, let me close this so I don't cut myself, how nice these things are. But I like the fact that they kind of left it, you know, it's not just 3D, but it's larger up here than down here. The way they did the milling, it's not all the way across. So it gives it kind of a 3D looking view in person. Like I said, it's really hard to tell on the camera and in pictures how nice these are in person. But in person, I mean, it's just something about these things. Like I said, I like them so much. I'm going to go ahead and get some for my Adam. Question is whether I'm going to go ahead and get a full knife or just get one for another one, because I have multiples of each one of these, more than multiple actually. So, and I was almost thinking about getting rid of these now that I have these, but I like these too. So I'm like, do I really need to get rid of these? So, I don't know. I may just end up getting another Neutron too, because one thing about these is it's so easy to change the scale. So do the scale swaps. All you do is take out a couple screws. But, you know, if you want to keep your knife a certain way and keep blue Loctite on it, then you don't want to be taking them on and off all the time. Cool thing is when they give you the scales, like I said, they give you a free little set of hardware with it. So it's not that big of a deal. But it's cool to have multiples in that way. You don't have to keep swapping them out all the time. But I have to say I'm really a fan of these. The Atoms per se. Let's see here. Let's go over this a little bit. We've gone over the Neutron enough. But the as far as the G10 stuff goes, and you can see I have the little earrings on there. Some people say that helps a lot. I don't see that big of a difference in them, to be honest with you. But I actually like the 3D scales a lot, the regular ones on the Atom. So I didn't really have a problem with them before. But I will say that after carrying this for a day, because I got these, I believe, on Wednesday. So I carried one day and one the other day. But yeah, I mean, it's really nice, to be honest with you. You can see I got dirt on it. I've been carrying it, but it's really nice. And I like the fact that they left it up here where you have more serrations or more cutouts on this side than you do here. It's more like a factory 3D milled on the bottom, and then up top, it goes to this cool little diamond pattern. But is it more grip? Yes, it's definitely more grip. It's a little bit thinner, you know, I will say that. So if you like something that's a little bit thinner, you might like that. If you like something that fills your hand up a little more, you'll like these better on the Atom. Like I said, the Neutron was just a little too thin on the regular 3D milled, but I don't see that as a problem with the titanium ones for whatever reason. But they're just, I don't know. They just fit my hand a lot better. And I really like the titanium Neutron. I would say, I mean, I do have the standard G10 and I don't have any 3D mills, but I have the standard G10. I have the carbon fiber, which I do like. The carbon fiber is really nice. But I will say these are definitely my favorite scales for the Neutron because, you know, like I said, it just, I don't know, it just fits my hand for some reason. I do really like these, and it's really cool that they sent them. But yeah, that's cool and bad because now that they sent me these and I like them so much, I'll probably end up getting more. So now I'm just going to spend more money. But it is what it is, you know. But yeah, if you were wondering about these, oh, also too, that's what I was going to say. Let me get this out of the way. I'm sitting here using that. But as far as the balance point, makes the balance point a little bit better on these because, especially on this knife, like this knife to me, the scales on the regular titanium version, they just seem like, to me, they're not like too heavy or anything like that, but it weighs the knife down on this side a lot more. You know what I mean? So now just the balance point is a lot better. The balance point, it just feels like I don't know. It feels like it was made for this knife, put it that way. Like I said, I'm really, really a fan of these titanium ones, and I'm definitely wanting to get them for my Atom now. So this is JC. Let me know if you've tried any of their scales or you have an Atom or Neutron. Also, too, when they emailed me, she said something about I think they have a new knife coming out in production. So I'm really looking forward to that because their Shadow, man, their Shadow is money. I actually have two of them. I liked them so much, and yes, I got them the hard way. I didn't feed the vultures on eBay or anything like that. I actually lucked out and got one, and I tried to get the Mark Carter one time. It didn't work out, and it's no big deal because I like their G10 so much anyways. Honestly, their G10's fantastic. So I got one in gray and I got one in black, and I absolutely love both of them, carrying both. So, you know, hopefully it'll be just as good of a knife to line up as what they already have going. So this is JC again, and we'll catch you guys later.